Well, update for my review for the Tough Case from Caseology on eBay. I got the black one with a blue shell, so now I have blue on blue. It's blue plastic with a blue shell. And I have now black on black, so if somebody wants a black on black one, let me know. I drilled a hole for the LED. I found that I could make quite a bit of a smaller hole if I want to. I think I'm also going to get a piece of plexiglass rod to put in there and then shave it to be smooth at the top so that the whole entire thing will light up and make it more visible through the case. One problem I had with the blue one, the proximity sensor is triggered when you put the blue case on. I don't know why. The hole was plenty. I made it bigger, found out that wasn't the problem. The hole was plenty big enough and it was in the right place. It was exactly the same as the black one. I put the black one on, it works fine. I put the blue one on, it does not work. Period. The moment you put the case on, proximity sensor triggers if you're in a call and you cannot use the phone once you make a phone call. I found out the problem was the color of the plastic. I don't know why, but it dawned on me that, well, if it's not the size of the hole, it's not the position of the hole, it has to be the color of the hole. So I painted the inside all black, including the inside of the actual carved hole, black with a Sharpie, and it works perfectly. So if you get a colored one and you cannot touch your phone during a call because the proximity sensor gets activated, do that. Paint the inside of the hole and the back side black, and it stops triggering the proximity sensor. I'm assuming the proximity sensor is active, that it's actually sending a signal out of some sort, whether it's a light signal or a sonic signal or infrared signal. I don't know. It has some way of telling when you're close to it. It's bouncing something off of your face. You take a hand, put it in front of it, works the same way. Take a piece of plastic, put it in front of it, works the same way. So the blue plastic, it must have had a different transmissiveness to that whatever they're using, and confused it. It thought something was in front of it even though it wasn't. As soon as I painted it black, it didn't do it anymore. So if you have another color besides black and it's doing that, try that to fix it. I also shaved the plastic, as you can see, there, along this edge and this edge a little bit, and along the bottom edge. So now, when I put the plastic on, I actually can, you can see there's actually a black edge around the screen now. It's not a perfect, it doesn't cuddle the outside of the screen perfectly anymore. So now I can actually get to these buttons without having to fight. Before I had to roll my finger down the edge, but as you can see there's a much bigger gap now. If you compare it to my other video, there's actually a several millimeter gap now, so I can actually touch these buttons. Also, in my contacts, I can now get to the letter carousel on the side, which I couldn't do before. It was very hard to get to because there wasn't enough room between the edge of the plastic. Now there is. And there you go. I am absolutely thrilled with the case. I love it. I think it is one of the best cases out there for the Epic Touch. I love the fact that I can actually have decent protection for my phone and make the phone big enough to reasonably handle and manhandle. It's not so hard to fiddle with the phone anymore. And I'll show you once again the plastic case assembles, and then plastic case inserts into the phone. And you just rub the edges around and get it all sealed up. Now, as a little sneak preview, I actually did remove the plug on the bottom because I'm going to make a vehicle dock and a desktop dock for this phone that will allow me to use the dock functionality, actual dock functionality, meaning the phone will actually switch to dock mode and transmit its audio while it's inside this case. I'm going to build a custom cradle for it. I did this by removing the electronic chip from the inside of the vehicle dock, and it actually does go in far enough to engage the phone through the case. So I'm going to build a custom dock for this. But there you go. You can get custom, you get to see your LED, just drill a hole there. If you make the hole half that size and make sure it's up in this corner here, you can actually make the hole quite a bit smaller. But I figured even it out with the camera hole on the other side, so works good enough. I can see it from more angles now until I get the plexiglass plug. But that's it. Take a sharp razor and just, scrape along here, obviously not with the phone inside the case, and scrape along here and here and along here to open up this gap so that you actually have room to get your fingers to the edges here and touch these buttons. They're much, much easier to touch now. Love the case. So far, I guess I'll give a 1 week review. It's holding up great. It does not appear to be getting loose. I'm concerned about longevity. I found a place to get these for $10, so I'm going to order a couple of extra ones so I have a couple extra of the gel part. And bonus, I was trying to figure out how to add a fly grip to this and found out I don't need to. The dock acts as an impromptu fly grip. The little kickstand that's built into it, it has two parts so that it doesn't fly open on you. So you can stick your finger through there and it works perfectly for one-handed operation of the phone. It's wonderful. I love that a lot. I might still work on integrating a fly grip if I can, if they ever make a thinner one, because I do like the design of the fly grip better. Looks like it'd be a lot more comfortable, but for now, this works great. And I will give another review in about a month and see how it holds up to use. So far, it's not collecting dirt, it's not stretching, I haven't gotten any tears, it appears durable. No problem pushing the buttons. I would like the power button to be a little more refined, but otherwise it's fine. The volume buttons are actually a little easier to feel than the power button. The power button's a little more flush. But besides that, once I made these modifications, I have zero complaints about this case. Very, very, very impressed. As you can see, it fits my hand quite well. If you've got a small set of hands, then you might not like such a gigantic case, but if you're like me with a big set of hands, you'll appreciate a big case. See you later.